What happens when kings go to war, and God raises one man to victory? In Genesis 14 and 15, we see Abram rescue his nephew Lot, and then God seal his covenant with Abram. Genesis 14 begins with a great war. 4 kings from the east marched against 5 kings of the Jordan Valley. In the chaos, Lot, Abram's nephew, was captured and carried off with all his possessions. When Abram heard the news, he armed 318 trained men born in his household and pursued the invaders as far as Dan. In a daring night attack, Abram divided his forces, struck the enemy, and rescued Lot, along with all the people and goods. On his return, Abram was met by Melchizedek, the king of Salem and priest of God Most High. Melchizedek blessed Abram, saying, "Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, and blessed be God Most High, who delivered your enemies into your hand." Abram gave him 1/10 of everything. Later, in Genesis 15, the word of the Lord came to Abram in a vision. "Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your very great reward." Abram asked how God's promise of descendants would be fulfilled. Since he had no child, the Lord took him outside and said, "Look up at the heavens and count the stars. If indeed you can count them, so shall your offspring be." Abram believed the Lord, and it was counted to him as righteousness. God then made a covenant with Abram, confirming that his descendants would inherit the land, though they would face years of hardship before entering into God's promise. From Abram's bold rescue to God's eternal covenant, Genesis 14 and 15 show us that faith and obedience bring God's blessing and protection. If this encouraged you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bible Mastery as we continue our journey through the Bible, chapter by chapter.